So today I'm just going to move through the three planes of movement that we have access to in our bodies. We use all the planes in our movements, so when we're walking, we're rotating and we are laterally flexing and we are flexing and going into extension. It's all subtle. It's really hard to pull out one piece or pinpoint one area, but they work together really well. And when we start to struggle with our movement and with our walking, it's often because one or more of those planes of movement has a stickiness or a stuckness. So when you go through these movements, you can actually assess, is it easier going one direction or the other direction? Is one harder, is one easier? Do the easy side first. Your brain learns from that, and then try the other side and see if you can match that. So I'm going to step back here. I'm Ellie, and I help people move better. I help people get out of pain. I help people get to know their own bodies and be more aware of their bodies and moving through space and doing it more gracefully with joy. And I do this because I want people, you should be able to enjoy your life, enjoy your body without continual pain. So the three planes are, well, so there would be flexion, that would be folding forward, and then extension is going backward. So they're two different, they're the opposite. So they're both in this plane. One goes forward, one goes backward. This is what it would look like, forward and backward. Now obviously we don't walk like this. That'd be funny. So that's one of the planes. There is lateral flexion, and that would be going side bending to side. Oftentimes people, when they're attempting to do a side bend, they get a little rotation in there. That'll be the third plane. But so just a side to side. Often older people who are walking use a lot of that plane because it's pretty stable. And then the third is rotation, and that is when so that's an extreme rotation. We're not going to walk like that. We're not going to walk and look away as we're walking forward, but we do get a little bit of rotation in our trunk when we're walking. So I'm going to do this in a more mindful manner. So it's slow, it's easy, you can follow along. I'm going to have weight on one leg, and the other leg is just relaxed. You don't have to lift it up, but relaxed. Maybe you're resting on the heel, but all of my weight is on this leg, or most of it. And I'm going to move from here. This is where we have our power. And that movement, I'm going to go in the first plane of movement, which is flexion and extension. So actually I'm going to go into extension first, because what I'm doing, what I'm getting is front lengthening here. And then I'm going to go back and I get back lengthening. So front and back. I'll turn sideways so you can see that a little bit better. So my weight's on one leg, the other's just sort of relaxed, and allow your knees to bend. And you're not going as far as you can. You're just going in what's a comfortable movement. Front lengthening, which is extension, and then back lengthening, which is forward flexion. So you can you might actually see this. This is one of the movements you might do if you were a swimmer. And after I do it a few times, I rest, and then maybe try the other leg. I'm moving from here, and the rest is following, connected bit by bit by bit. And moving from here, backward. So forward and backward. You can do a similar thing when you're doing lateral flexion, and if you're not sure if you're staying in the lateral plane, in that side-to-side plane, you can go up against a wall and sort of imagine a glass in front of you so that you can't go forward into it. And I'm going to also, I'll do this leg now, put a little weight on this leg, and this leg's relaxed. And again, I'm moving from here. I'm not just doing this. I'm not moving my neck first. I'm not moving my trunk first. Moving from here. So I think I'll take it this way. And I get lengthening along the side. But I'm moving this first. And I can keep the weight on that leg and then go the other way and get lengthening in the other direction. All the way up. And you can pause and breathe in the ribs and come back. And then try the other leg, moving from here. Keeping the weight on that leg and go the other direction. And then rotation. Actually, it's good to take a second after doing that and just kind of feel, how do you feel? What do you notice? Did you notice one side was more difficult than the other? Did you notice tightness? If you notice pain when you do the movement, you're going too far. You want to take it down even smaller. Very subtle, very small, mindful movements. We're not looking for going as far as you can, like a stretch. We're looking for opening and lengthening. And it should be enjoyable. So now rotation, I'm going to put weight on my leg, and this leg is just going to be forward a little bit and relaxed. I'm moving from here again, but rather than my hips going in the same direction, I'm going to take one side, is going to go back toward the wall, and this side goes forward. And again, I'm starting the movement from here. I'm not starting the movement from here. I'm not separating that movement out. It's connected and flows, and you can keep your head forward. Or if you were going to look behind you, or reach for something behind you, like your seatbelt, you can let your head go with. But again, if you feel tightness and pain, don't go into that. Just take it nice and slow. So rotation has two directions as well. So this is, I'm lengthening along the same side. And then I'm going to have the hip go forward. And that lengthens across the body, across the front, like along here. And I'm getting a little sensation in here, so I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to take it down just a notch. That's a little better. And then I'm also going to shift legs, weight on this leg, forward. This is going forward. It's the weighted leg, the leg that you've got the weight on that's active. That hip is moving forward. This one's just following. The trunk is just following along in the head, or the head can stay forward. If you were walking, your head would stay forward. So that's going frontwards and then go backwards. The going backwards with that rotation in that hip is kind of like the wind up. If you were playing a sport, you would wind up and then go forward. And that's where rotation can be really helpful. Those are the 3 planes of movement, and I hope you get a chance to try it, see how it feels, let me know. And this I did it in standing today, and maybe one of these days I'll do it lying down. And you can see that it can be done there. It can be done sitting. It can be done lying on your side. There's a lot of different. You can be on your hands and knees. So there's a lot of different movements you can do. You can take these movements and you can bring them to anything that you are doing in your life. And what this movement has done for me, it helps me move more smoothly through life, which to me is more enjoyable. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.